Hello, Buryatia. My name is Tatenda Lungu. I'm from Zambia. I'm a student of Kazan National Research Technical University. Russia by Foreigners is the only travel show that destroys age-old stereotypes. 10 foreign students, 10 regions, and 3 days to find a common language with the largest country in the world. And only 1 day to visit the Buddhism center of Russia. Welcome to Buryatia. As they say, let's go! Antone met me at the airport. We went to his house then. His wife and his son were there. They are a very happy family. I noticed that all dishes are eaten with bread almost everywhere in Russia.
Everything with bread, you're right.
Dinner with bread, breakfast with bread, lunch with bread, bread with bread.
Pasta with bread. What else?
Pilaf, rice with bread.
Exactly.
By the way, pilaf is my favorite food. Meanwhile, we're going to make pilaf tonight. Really? Yes, pilaf is a very tasty food. There is also Buryat cuisine, but these dishes are sometimes specific. People try not to eat fat now. It used to be conversely. Our ancestors, the Buryats, spent almost all day on the street. They were engaged in cattle breeding. They left their house in the morning and returned in the evening. Therefore, they needed fatty and high-calorie foods to avoid hypothermia and work all day. They lived in yurts. It was cold there. It's warm there only when the fire is burning. As soon as the fire goes out, it gets cold almost immediately. We also have similar ordinary houses in Zambia. It doesn't matter what the weather is outside. You're right. That's probably why we always think that our winter is very cold. Do you know what's cold for us? This is when it's minus 39 or 40 degrees outside. Then the children don't go to school. We would take you on a dog sled if you came to us in the winter. Really? Yeah. Wow. The smell of grass. Here, go deeper. Yes. Can you feel how fresh it smells? Yes. The other horse is growing up. I'm training it so I can ride it. Let's go catch it with you now. They don't have to be kept on a leash. Do you mean the horses? They don't escape. There's a fence there. If there's no fence, it will escape. Sometimes we put a tracker on horses, GPS tracker, so it's easier to search for it on the phone. I was treated to pilaf, and we rode horses as well. Can you see? We were specifically looking for a piebald horse. A piebald horse has such large spots. I'll try to get its attention. Well, it heard. It heard. Peggy, Peggy, little horse. It's still young. Really? It's 2 years old. It's very beautiful. It was wild in the winter, and now it allows us to approach it a little. We're going to take it home, put a saddle on it, and sit in it. Let's go. When a horse is tied, the knot must be strong so that it does not get loose. And at the same time, it must be untied quickly. There's such a special knot. We call it a Buryat knot. Like this. It doesn't untie if you pull it this way. And if you pull it like that, it unties immediately. I understood. This bridle was a kit with this saddle. It's ancient and handmade. It's knotted. Can you see? Thus, it does not break, but only moves a little. It is decorated with copper, brass, copper studs. There is even a pattern on the metal preserved here. This is the pommel, and this is the rear arch. They're decorated. Somebody tried to make not just a saddle, but a beautiful one. Usually, we have a seat on this side. Why is that? Because the saber hung from this side usually. Saber or sword. You should take hold of the pommel and insert this leg here. Come on, don't be afraid. Oh my God! Now don't pull the reins too hard, otherwise it thinks you're slowing it down. That's how you should keep it easily, and that's all. Let's go. Yoo-hoo! So, the main thing is not to make unexpected movements. I'm doing nothing. Look, you should sit as if relaxed and at the same time be ready for any surprise. I thought riding was very easy. In fact, it's easy. I disagree. It's really hard. Well, at first, certainly it seems hard. Now listen to how you better dismount. You should free your leg holding onto the pommel with your hands. And so lift yourself on it. That was easy. The taiga is a huge, endless forest. It's autumn now. This is the hunting season for us. We have a whistle. Hazed grouses will fly here if you have a whistle. It's a double-barreled shotgun, a smoothbore rifle. That's all. It opens in this way. Can you see that it's empty? No. Yes, I can. Cartridges are inserted here. We need shotgun cartridges because we're going to hunt hazel grouse. This is your hazel grouse. Plastic. You move the lever, the first cartridge, the second, and you close it. Pull the triggers. Click, click. There are two triggers or two trigger brackets. This is the first, this is the second. Two triggers. This is the aiming bar, and this is the muzzle sight. Do you see the bottleneck at the bottom? You should aim it. You should set this aiming bar so that it goes under the target. You should exhale and take a shot holding your breath so that you don't move because of your pulse, because of your breathing. It was my first time archery, and now I want to start practicing. There is the way that the Mongols still shoot arrows. The bowstring lies on this side so that you can quickly, let's say you're sitting on a horse. You have a bow in your left hand, and with your right hand, you took out an arrow. You put it here and shoot without wasting time. You put the arrow here and hold it like this. Your finger should be laid this way. This leather piece protects your skin from scratching by the plumage. Hold it like this. See, it's pointing approximately there. Yes. I'll tell you when to shoot. Okay. Come on, pull it. Now you can shoot. Done, see? Oh, exactly on target as I told you. Yeah, God. It was the first time I saw the cooking of real pilaf. It was very tasty. Oh, a cauldron. Yes, pilaf is cooked in a cauldron. Well, Tatenda, how do you like pilaf? It's awesome. I vouch. You're an expert. This is an expert opinion. Well, our dear guest, you have come to our Hunnu city. You're wearing our clothes right now. It's a Hunnu costume. As you can see, the whole costume is armored. It's heavy and weighs about 16 kilograms. This is your black horse. You'll ride a horse. Now you've come to our ancient capital, as it's called Hunnu city. The guardian warriors lived here. They wore clothes like this. They were the guards and warriors who looked after everything here. According to the information of the excavations, there were archers here. Right here, they shot from here and defended themselves. As you can see high up here, the height is 5 meters. This was the first line of defense. And the sovereign himself, the guard warriors lived here. And the sovereign himself lives 600 meters from here. What else can I say? All campaigns started from here. They have almost reached Africa. The warriors who lived here almost reached Africa. They moved in that direction with a campaign against China, and then the campaigns against Europe began. There were watchtowers here. Right there, watchtowers were. You can see there is only one row of stockades here. There were 4 such rows in the center. Can you see where the horse is going? It was there. It was the largest and most explored city. It's considered the most ancient one. Archaeological excavations have been carried out for about 120 years here on the Buryatia territory. We believe that the capital of Buryatia, Ulan-Ude, is not 300 years old, but actually 2,000 years old. Our Buryat language is the oldest among all the Mongolian peoples because we lived on this ancient land. This land is legendary, so we have kept our language. May I? Are you able to climb up? Here. That's it. Look what's there. This is the tallest tower. It's 10 meters high. So you can see where the enemies are coming from, to see who's coming, enemy or friends. This is the coolest place. It's very peaceful. It's quiet. The mountains around. The nature is very beautiful here. We were in the Tamchinsky Datsan. This is the most ancient Buddhist Datsan. Before entering the temple, you must make a goru. Goru is a ritual circumambulation of the Datsan clockwise around the perimeter. This is how you purify yourself before entering the temple. Anton, why are there so many buildings here? Are these all churches, or what are they? These are not churches. Datsan is a whole temple complex. The buildings of the temples are located here. These buildings are the houses of lamas. Lamas are Buddhist priests. Translated from Tibetan, lama is a teacher. Buddhism as a whole is not a religion, but a teaching. This is where lamas live. There are lamas astrologers who can predict the future for you, advise you how to do this or that, or, for example, correct something in your life. Let's say you have a question, right? You don't know what to do or you doubt. You can come. He'll look at your zodiac signs, look at the whole situation, say, you will be fine. Or, I can see you will have difficulties, so you need to make such a rite. And then it will be fine too. This place is called the Granting Stone of Desires. It is believed that the goddess Tara left her handprint on this stone. It's not very visible up close, but if you step back a little like that, then you'll see that there is a palm print here. According to belief, if you go to where the line is drawn, stand here, make a wish, not out loud, of course, close your eyes, and move towards the stone, stretching out your hand forward. Then your wish will come true, provided that you walk straight, not stumble, not go to the side, hit the stone with your hand, and rest against it with your palm. So stretch your arm forward, right? You need to put your palm right into the stone. Fine fellow, Tatenda. Were you moving with your eyes closed? Yes. Well, you're the first one who did it, in my memory. Nobody's ever got there with the palm. This is the palace for the 12th Khambo Lama. As I said, this is the residence of the Khambo Lama in Russia. In fact, there are 2 Khambo Lama here. One is the current Khambo Lama. The second is the Khambo Lama Itigilov. Now it is the main object of pilgrimage here. Buddhists from all over the world come here to worship him. This is the phenomenon of Khambo Lama Itigilov imperishable body. There's never been such a thing in the world that some person died and remained the same as during his lifetime after 75 years. Yes, exactly. The most important thing that I discovered for myself here that surprised me, that I liked, is that the Buryats preserve their culture. Hello, dear guests. We are glad to see you on our rich land today. We present you with a blue khatag. Khatag is a symbol of the sky. The sky is blue. Take this one, and I'll take this one. Thank you, thanks. Take it and shift it on your left hand. Shift it to your left hand. Right? Am I doing it right? Look, holding it with the right hand, we shift to the left one. This is our tradition, right? Once again, we shift it like this and put it in the pocket. That's right, like this and into your pocket. Thank you. The yurt?
Амарменде. Ага. Так, когда гость заходит к нам, мы, прежде чем сказать слова Сэмбена и Амарменде, мы обязательно, гость должен зайти к алтарю, подойти и поклониться вот так 3 раза, помолиться, руки держим вот так, ага. Так, Хурдыёй юхат. Молитвенный барабан, там находятся мантры, когда его крутим, читается оно в 1000 раз быстрее, и хорошее благопожелание, то, что вы для себя, для своих родных пожелали, оно как бы сбывается. На алтаре всегда должно быть вот подношение для бурхана и обязательно зола, которое освещает путь, дорогу нашу для просветления, для будущего вот всего хорошего. Ну, у нас здесь юрта, как бы сейчас вы видите, да, что она имеет вот такую круглую форму. Вот эти у нас символы лучи солнца, да. В старину, когда юрту делали, они тона называется открыт. Когда лучи солнца попадали по кругу, и оно определяло часовое время. Можете посмотреть, познакомиться с ремеслом нашим, которое в старину наши предки занимались, да. Вот это баран, да? Баран. Да. И овчина вот у нас ценится, да, шкура барана. В старину дедушки, бабушки наши сами вручную это все выделывали, а теперь, да, на протяжении вот 2-3 лет мы в школе с детьми, с жителями села вот начали возрождать вот такое свое ремесло.
Hello, Tatenda. Hello. Welcome to our native land. This is our wrestling yurt. The training takes place here. These are the main techniques used. This is the Tamchinsky Datsan. It was founded in 1741. Rituals and prayer services are held here. This is the throne of Pandito Khumbo Lama. These are the abbots and lamas further. We're at the Kumis farm now. We breed Buryat horses. Buryat horses are not tall. They're 1 meter and 42 centimeters at the withers. This place was empty 3 years ago. We started building slowly. We're going to build campsites. Campsites so that guests have the opportunity to come and stay overnight. You can not only taste kumis here, but also get therapy with fresh mare's milk. Fresh milk is more effective. Kumis is mare's milk. It has long been studied by doctors. This is the national drink of Buryatia. This is the champion, by the way, a typical Buryat horse. Champion of the Republic of Buryatia. You can see that they are not tall. 1 meter 42 centimeters. I knew before the trip that this is the capital of Buddhism, that there is Baikal here. Baikal. I only know that this is Baikal. This is Lake Baikal, which is 30 million years old. No lake or river can compare with it in age. In fact, it's 30 million years old. This is the deepest freshwater and most important lake. 85% of all species here are endemic. What activities or something else is available here? People come here primarily because of the sun, sand, and warm water, as everywhere else. They just come to swim. And in winter, you can move 42 kilometers in that direction, and their Orkhon is 130 kilometers in that direction. The most beautiful Baikal is the winter Baikal. Boats and catamarans go there in summer. Children, families with children have a rest. Well, it's as usual everywhere here. Tourism is just beginning on Lake Baikal. People on the coast have always lived by fishing. During my stay in Russia, I tasted fish for the first time here. It's very soft. I recently found out that there is a country in Africa where there are no deserts. We did not know that. That's cool. Tigerfish. You say you have tigerfish, but we have sturgeon. Sturgeon. Yes, sturgeon. Now sturgeon fishing is prohibited. So happened that it was fished almost completely. Vats are not barrels. They're called barrels, but in fact, it's called a vat. Vats? Yes, vats. The vat is made of cedar. When we tell a fisherman that a vat is a barrel, they take offense and say, "You salt cabbage in a barrel at home, and this is a vat." 1,500 omul fish are placed in such a vat. The museum is 90 years old, but some things have not changed at all during this time. I'm going to surprise you. All right, come on. Wow, awesome. It's a cormorant flying. This is a local landmark. Oh, yeah. You see, it's raining. This contrast is the most interesting. It inspired me so much. You see, they preserve their culture. All countries should do this. People all over the world should preserve their cultures. It was the first time for me. It was all unusual. I can say that I remember the food, the people, and almost everything. Very welcoming people live here. You won't be able to find such people anywhere else. Yes.